Breach Eze getting announced on the pitch before the game.
amazing.
Arsenal were always, I mean, they're always going to win the game anyway. But that moment, let it all work out.
The interview as well.
It's wicked with Ian Wright. It was good.
Top tier.
They're good at that.
It's really
they
annoying.
Are good at that.
It's really annoying.
It was an amazing moment, right? Bringing him out onto the pitch, for him, like looking at him, right? That moment when he sort of looked around and looked up to the sky and said, "God, only you could do this." I thought that was incredible, and that just set the tone for the game. And yeah, well, we played really well. Once we got the first goal,
great header,
reliable set pieces that we got.
Another set piece,
right?
Jesus.
Right? Once we got the goal, and then it was like a perfect afternoon. Gyökeres has been getting criticised heavily after one game, which is ridiculous. Goes and scores a goal, and I like the goal because ball played into a channel. Runs it
that
like,
channel's his.
like,
I always said he likes that channel.
yeah, got
He does run like angry
It's a goal like what
Ginger.
you see him scoring at Sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Just drove into the box, bang, no waste of. Didn't do what normally a normal Arsenal player would do, right?
Cut it back.
Jinky my jinky.
Try and cut it back or lay it off to something. My man just said, "Nah, bang." Right? I love that goal. And then later on, he got a second with a penalty. I like the fact that he said, "Yo, nah, man, my penalty. I know you're 15. I know it's like romantic and that, but yo, man's got to get the goal count." Love that.
They pay me to score goals.
And Saka's not on pens no more, is
he's
it?
passing the
Yeah, he's
ball
giving it
because
over.
them man ain't the killers.
Saka's not on pens no more.
He was off at that stage.
No, they'd already
He's
said.
off. But he's
He was
already.
off the
But he's
pitch,
already.
they've already
Yeah,
said
he's
that
going to be the
because he
penalty
doesn't
taker.
really miss penalties. He's very good.
27
at
Striker should be doing that.
out.
Yeah.
In 2025, there's too much of this winger thing.
Yeah.
I'm a striker.
to be fair, Welbeck
Every
took a penalty
pen
this
you give it to me.
Yeah, that was bad.
My job.
Alan
That's how
Shearer.
it used to be, bro.
Alan
Welbeck
Shearer.
took it off O'Reilly. You see what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a great moment. And then the third great moment was like Max Dowman coming onto the pitch and
He dived.
Second youngest player
Unbelievable. He didn't dive.
after East
He
I
Yeah,
don't
actually
care if you're still
stepped
doing
on
your
his foot.
He didn't
GCSEs,
get
brother.
done.
That was a
Stepped on his
dive,
foot,
bro.
man. He stepped on his
That was a
foot.
dive.
He stepped on the
his
man's
foot.
foot, right? And or should I say the boy's foot, right? And
Child.
He was so excited when he
Child's foot.
come on. And it was just like, I mean, one of them games you go to and it's just almost like a perfect
Yeah,
sunshine.
The only
like-
thing was the injuries, isn't it?
Yeah, the only thing was the
Yeah.
injuries to Saka and Odegaard. You know what I mean? Odegaard was playing well until he got that injury
Leeds,
as well.
Leeds
So
were pathetic though. I also think that just.
they actually started all right.
I
I
think-
remember Ray had to make a great save
Yeah, there
early in
was-
the
yeah.
game.
The
And they
header.
started all right and they
Good
seemed
header.
quite well organised.
Defensively, I thought they were. I thought they were.
Yeah, but
shambles.
once that first
Absolutely
goal winner,
terrible.
from set pieces, they were all over the place.
Terrible.
That's
But
the
it's,
thing, you do
it's
that
hard
to
to deal with the Arsenal set piece if you're not, especially you're not used to the league.
They just kind of pack that box out and land it right in an area where,
So
as a
Declan
keeper, you
Rice's
think,
delivery, man. It's
like,
so
how am I
It's on
going to
the
get
money every
this?
time.
yeah, you know what
Every
it is?
time.
They sort of pack it out and then they just got. He's always got that delivery that's just spot on.
It just
It's
causes
perfect,
carnage. It's just
yeah.
players
Yeah.
everywhere. I think the Eze thing. I don't.
Great one.
I'm sorry. I don't care who you support.
Oh,
well,
your little smile.
Spurs,
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
Spurs are probably the only. But even Spurs, the thing's so
Good.
like match
Yeah.
made, and the
Even it's-
rollout
it's
so
true.
good with
Was it-
Ian Wright as well. Culturally, you're like.
Who also came from
have to get
Palace.
behind
Bro,
this as
when
a
I was-
neutral,
when I
have
Who
to.
also came from Palace. From
Yeah,
Came
of
from
course.
Palace.
Is that the same age?
The
At
full
the same
circle,
age.
Same age,
the full
yeah.
circle moment around
nice.
it. And it's that look when Eze walks out and he turns to the fans and he's just like,
No.
And
let
Ian
me
Wright
kick.
started quite late in his career as well.
Yeah.
The whole
Same
rejection,
Same age.
trials,
Yeah.
the rejections,
it's the
the
same thing.
tribulations.
And
Boy,
the way you lot
Oh,
like
give me a goosebump.
have the rollout of Ian Wright with how culturally appropriate he is and how much everybody respects him and how much he loves Arsenal Football Club. As a neutral, the whole synergy of it.
Yeah.
I see some people saying it's cringe. It's
No,
not.
it wasn't
Jamie
cringe.
O'Hara.
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
cringe.
that's
No. I
it's
don't
not.
think. I don't think
It's
the
not.
Eze stuff was
Jamie
cringe.
O'Hara
I think
is
obviously the
doing that
Gyökeres stuff
because
is
it's
cringe.
Man,
Yeah, that is.
That's mad
But the
cringe.
Eze thing,
No.
I couldn't
You-
be more happy for a
Do you know,
player.
do you know
Yeah,
what I'll
same.
say to
I
respond
actually
to that? Yeah, it's cringe to call it cringe.
Yeah.
Because now at this point you're just using that word.
Yeah.
Anything
To
you
be a hater.
Throw it out there.
anything that you want to hate on, it's cringe. It's cringe.
Yeah.
It wasn't cringe. It
Yeah.
was from a production standpoint. Everything was
The
just
song
on
as
point.
well.
The song was
Everything.
on point.
Song was
the,
fire.
the camera work, the editing, the everything.
And
was
then, like
just
you said,
on
the
point.
interview.
Interview was
The
on
interview,
point.
He's just so pure. He's
It was
just
on
going
point,
like,
man.
as if to say, you ain't got Thierry on that phone.
It was
No, you're
Bro,
boy.
Thierry.
No
He
way.
did say that,
If
yeah.
he's on that, he may as well- and when he's just like, words can spoil things, you know?
Yeah.
Words
yeah.
can, like, this is just the feeling. You can just see what it means to him to play for that football club. And when you hear, I know it's a kick in the teeth and that for the Spurs fans, but when you hear, like, they said to Arteta, like, even on the last day he was ringing to see, like, are you sure I can't come here? Like, if you're an Arsenal fan, That's exactly the type of player you want in your club. And not just that, just the type of person he is, the type of player he is. It's like that moment.
Yeah.
This is his time. This is it. Number 10 on his back.
Boy, it looked good.
Yeah.
Entering-
And we're all, I say we, I'm not like in that conversation up there. I'm just saying, you know. But like the league though, this is a problem. He's gonna
He's a baller.
excel there. He's gonna be.
I've seen him at Anfield before with Palace, and I said, because it was at the time when Elise was there as well, and Eze was a standout to me then. I was like, I think he scored a goal at the Cop End.
I don't hold anything against him for wanting to go and play for a club that he supports. Yeah. Obviously, it's a Spurs thing. I said it last week. He would have been a Spurs player if they would have sorted out. No, I don't hold it against him at all. And fair enough. Like that's your club. Like, how can I hate on the fact that you want to play for the club you support?
Yeah.
So obviously, it was a kick in the teeth, but at the same time, Thomas Frank is right. I wouldn't want to play at my club that doesn't want to be
both
there.
Things can be true.
Yeah, there can be two truths at the same time.
Yeah.
Robbie, just on the Saka injury, Sammy Mockbell says 2 to 4 weeks. It's probably 3 to 4 weeks. No official statement for the club yet, though.
Nothing from the club yet. It's like a minor hamstring. So, 2 to 3 weeks. So maybe.
So definitely not at Anfield this Sunday, then.
I don't think he won't be at Anfield this week, no.
Definitely not.
But he weren't there last year either when we played you. Remember,
true.
he didn't play in that either, nor did Gabriel and that. So, but I don't think he'll be in that game.
No.
I know we haven't heard that Odegaard, but they reckon the Odegaard one's only a minor thing as well. It's not as serious. But the thing that's worrying me though, they haven't said nothing yet about Havertz. And I'm just worried that that's going to be long term because they've not said a word about that.
Ornstein went big on that, like
And it
breaking
was
that.
his knee, wasn't it?
Well, Jesus is back.
That's the
Knee's
worry.
the worst
Jesus
injury.
not back. He's back sort of on the pitch with the ball, but he's still like probably
Training.
a couple
Still a
months
week
away because there's the ACL.
With
He's
Saka,
been out for 7 months.
you know, with the hamstring injury, I think I look back to
It's
my
the other hamstring as well, and it's not even the one that he done.
Yeah, when you get a hamstring injury fairly young in your career, I remember reading in Owen's book, he said, obviously burst onto the scene in 97. By 99, he tears his hamstring, not pulls it, like tears it. And he says, I basically had to just change my whole game from the age of 20 when he came on the scene at 17.
Yeah.
But so my question is with Saka, I know it was the other hamstring, which is, I mean, would you even prefer it to be the same one? Maybe it's even worse that it's the other one.
No, it's worse. It's worse if it had been the one that's.
But he's got a problem with his hamstrings, doesn't he? at the minute?
Maybe. I mean, listen, it's a minor one that can happen to like a lot of players if you catch it early. You know what I mean? Then it's just a matter of rehabilitation. Dr. Andres told me all this, right? And he actually says that like sometimes when those ones tear, if you repair that and
be
do
stronger.
it right, it'll actually be stronger.
Stronger than before,
Yeah, so
Age helps as well.
I think the good thing about it now is that at least there's a bit of strength and depth. They ain't got to overplay him, and they can give him just bring him back properly and not rush him back because he's such an important player. You saw the goal he scored; he was having quite a quiet game.
Good
but it was
finish
a
with his right
brilliant-
foot.
With his right foot, so he's an important player for us, man. He's still our best player, despite all the players we brought in and that. So, it's a shame that he's not going to be there for Anfield, man. That is even with squad depth, that's still a big miss. So, but
What was it
I'm
last
just
year?
happy
We
that-
went 2-0 up and you got back
2-0
to
up. We come
2-2,
back 2-2. Yeah.
Yeah, massive game that, by the way. We've got a watch along for the Newcastle-Liverpool game tonight and that Liverpool-Arsenal game on Sunday at Anfield. We've got watch-alongs for that.
Make it
Everybody
through a
talks
window,
about the
that's
size
not
of
fair.
our squad. Go and take a look at the size of that Arsenal squad right now. The amount
And the
of
money spent.
players that they have, the amount of depth. I'm telling you, if you sign this, what's his name?
Insapi.
Happy.
Brother, if you sign this Hinsapia.
But
Boy,
you know what it is?
there's no excuses, you know.
no, but you know what it is,
It's
Matisse,
bad.
right? At least,
There's no
right?
excuses now.
At least, right? What I'm enjoying, right, is at least the man's learning from his mistakes. And last year, this little small squad he tried to go with and that, and we paid a serious price.
Yeah.
So at least now they're addressing that and saying, right, no, and I think that's that Berta. Where he's saying the excuses are you can't
Can't
say
be
there's
any
excuses.
It's nothing.
Crazy.
You've got
You can't say
everything
that
you need.
because
To
what-
the fact that even now Saka's injured for 3 to 4 weeks, I was looking at it going,
All right.
what do you want to do? Do you want to start down, man? Do you want to? No, all right.
No, Wanyeri?
Would it be
Madueke?
Madueke?
Just get him there.
Madueke
Wanyeri?
would
Do you want
start.
to get 1 year? Odegaard's out as well.
Oh.
You know what? Just
Eze?
put the new number 10.
Yeah.
Just put him in there.
Yeah, last year we
You got
couldn't.
it. And
Last year we
this
couldn't
is
do
why
that.
it's brilliant.
Vieira, anybody?
This is,
Huh?
oh my god, I forgot about him.
What about
No, he's
Marquinhos.
leaving.
Marino?
Lokonga?
He's
Huh?
leaving. No,
He's still on the books,
they're
isn't he?
leaving. They're leaving. They're leaving. There's quite a few players that they're
Ain't Danny
trying
Ceballos
to.
still on loan at Real Madrid?
No, he's
No,
back
no,
there.
no,
right?
I'm joking.
He might be going.
Dennis
Porto.
Ceballos supposed to be going to
Thing is, though, with
Marseille.
all
I'm
this,
playing, I'm
all
playing.
this
No,
money
Marseille.
spent, all this depth, all these players. I mean, that surely just leads to one thing, no?
You'd think.
You would think
Well, I'm
that
telling you, it's
you've now crossed the £1 billion threshold. You've
Pressure
got
cooker.
extra people in extra positions.
Pressure,
You're
of course,
cooking.
pressure cooker.
You know, that means to me that
The
there's
squad's
only
complete.
one. There's only
It's
one
pressure.
winner of the Premier League.
Like
The
Mohamed
project
Salah
is
said.
They got
complete,
3
the squad is
DMs.
complete. They've got centre backs coming out their ears.
Been together
They've
for
got
5
10,
years
What
as
did
a
you say?
squad.
There's only one winner.
There's
for
only
Premier
one
League.
winner.
Do you
Still got
truly believe
Zinchenko,
that?
mate.
I truly believe that
So
you
then Premier
you
League
must.
So Liverpool
And
have got no
Jesus.
chance.
You
He's
must.
on his way back.
They've got a weak squad.
They're
worry
in,
about
they
us.
are now actually in their first year of their project.
their squad weak?
Technically,
Robbie, where's all these players going to get changed?
Don't worry. No, we
No,
don't.
because I'm looking at it, I'm
He's
thinking,
saying London Colney's
I'm
big
thinking,
enough.
bro, Jesus, Havertz,
not using
Chopra,
that.
I'm
No, but
thinking
what is it
Lewis
like,
Skelly, Zinchenko, Calafiori, I'm thinking
No.
hiccups
When
and
you're naming players like Jesus, they're injured, so they won't be in that.
Oh, he's coming back though.
You
Saw
know,
his post.
It's not. You know,
What
Free
about
their
when
fingers,
they're
Robbie.
back?
when they're
Martinelli,
all
let me just
fit.
explain.
Trossard.
Yeah? Like our one's more sensible.
Mudryk.
Be
So
quick,
for
though,
instance, we have 3 keepers, right? Not 7. Like you lot got.
I don't
7.
even think you can. You
7
can't. You can't
keepers.
transfer.
Well, we loan our players out, Robbie.
Yeah.
I don't see many loans on your one.
Well, maybe we do like you. We have an extra change room at Strasbourg.
Arsenal haven't even sold anyone for serious peace. That's another thing,
even
yeah.
sell.
Never.
At least they sell well, so all this
Yeah.
money's coming in. Well,
I said
with
this
PSR,
last
you
week.
man ain't even selling for strong figures, and you're bringing in all the money's being spent.
Yeah, they're
There's-
spending
he-
money.
he
They're-
knows
they're
there's no
strengthening-
excuses.
But it hasn't
I'm
even
not
been
saying there's
significant
any
No,
outwards.
I'm saying you know
surprised at
there's
that.
no
Of course, there's no
excuses.
excuses. I'm not saying there is.
No, I just said you know there's none.
And I'm just
That's
glad, as
literally
I
what
said,
said.
they're learning from their mistakes and building a proper squad.
A squad.
For years.
Yeah, that is true. That bit's true. Of like you've needed this,
Needed this
so
for
that when
years.
Saka's injured now, you don't have to worry.
Last
when
year, like
you've
you
got
made
it.
you made a great point. Last year, if that's Saka out,
Done.
boy, you know what I mean? If
finished.
Odegaard, we paid the price for that last year.
Yeah.
So
And after 2 games, you've already got all of the things that you need. Where you go,
It's a good
we
start.
Got, we
It's a
got a
good
great
start.
thing to choose from.